Okay, hello dear friends, good evening. And it's been quite an eventful day. And so I am coming back home and just want to relax myself to be with my family. So when you have a very eventful, very stressful, or anyway, when you have something that is more than you can handle by yourself, it is so precious that you come back home and see your family and feel grounded and feel that all these dizzy and movement things, all this chaos is nothing. No, it's not nothing. It's something that you can overcome, you can deal with. At the end of the day, you have your family, you have your core, and all is okay. Okay, so this video is my field trip. I say it's a field trip. This shop is very close to my workplace, and I used to go there very, very often because from time to time I need some supplies. I need some broom to clean up the classroom. I need some containers. I don't think I have bought any container. And if I need some containers, transparent container to put in my supplies, classified by, not by color. It's just I need to see through. Otherwise, you have pencil in one box closed up, marker another one you cannot see. So this is the shop that I go very often. It's a 5 minutes drive if I bike. Anyway, I haven't been there by bike. So I went there and I felt it's kind of interesting to see something different. And I know some of you could not get out of the house and very indoor because of physical ability, because of health confinement or health limitation or duty or responsibility for whatever reason. So I think it's a fun shop. Why not take some video of it? So please, 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 please forgive me. Excuse me and forgive me for the dizzy footage. I was there and sometimes I got too excited and I want to share with you, so I walk and I took this video footage. If you feel not comfortable, please switch off and do not watch this video. But I think sometimes some of you would like to hear my voice, so you do not need to watch this movie, only listen. Of course, you do not. If you feel it's more relaxing to be by yourself, do not even turn on this video. So my trip was not eventful. It was just the ordinary footage of the shop. You are not missing anything if you turn off the screen and just listen. So I will take this chance to blah 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 about motion sickness. I make this video right now I do not feel motion sickness because a little bit because I am in action. And if you are not in action, if you are sitting there and seeing things around you move, your brain, your body is quiet, is still, and your brain is relatively relaxed and still, and there is movement in front of your eyes. There is this uncoordinated or unsynchronized movement that makes you feel dizzy. If I talk about this video, so for example, as what I'm doing right now, so I walk, and then I saw these pillows, and then I think, well, that is fun. At least you see the display of their supplies. Uh-oh, look at me, I walk in again. That bookshelf is kind of interesting. Sorry for the movement. And this could be a quite good young children's study area. And this is a princess bed and a mom and dad's bed. And it's quite warm and soft color, not too dark. Ooh, that must be a very small room. A new apartment with a living room, a sleeping room, and toilet, and storage room, everything in one place. So you see, when you are catching up the movement, you listen to something, you walk through, and then your brain's functioning or your brain's processing is synchronized with your eye, body, ear, eye, brain. There is a coordination, there is a synchronization. Then you do not feel dizzy. We feel dizzy, I feel sometimes. Some people told me, and my husband was a sailor. He sailed. Okay. Anyway, some people could sail in the ocean. They do not have problem. So a couple of years ago, we went to Croatia, and such a beautiful place. We went to Dubrovnik, and we went to Split. I think it's Split the city. We started from Split, and then we went to Dubrovnik, and then we went to different places. So we sailed in the ocean for 7 days and prepared food, and in a boat, family boat, all of us, 2 families together. It was quite interesting, but I did have a big problem of seasick. And I think sometimes sailing for me was very much a torture. But on the other hand, I like it because I can lose weight. I could not eat. If I eat, it will be very, 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 very miserable feeling. So the only way I make sure that I can survive, can live a reasonable life is not to eat. So I limit my food. So it's kind of cleansing myself, and it's very, very good. I think it's healthy, and it's a good fasting. Yeah. In modern life, we just have too much things. We had too much food in our stomach. I feel people can easily go without food for a couple of weeks. I don't think there will be any danger, any problem. I feel as long as you get enough water and get enough water, or get get enough water or drinks, you should be no problem. And oh yeah, I remember also I went to Ningaloo Reef in Western Australia. We did you remember a couple of weeks ago? I read a Chinese story. I read a Chinese story about I took a diving class to get a PhD degree. That was because our family planned to go to Western Australia, and we planned the trip. Going to Western Australia, there is one program, there is one place in Ningaloo Reef we could dive with whale sharks. And so my family said you should get a PhD degree. Only when you get a PhD degree can you do this diving. So anyway, it was a very hard experience, a very tough experience for me to get this PhD degree. And because I was always afraid of cold, diving in the ocean, it was very cold. But actually, in Ningaloo Reef, the water was not cold in Western Australia. So we went out in a boat, and they had this boat tour. And in this boat tour, we promised you to see the whale shark. If you do not see, you get another chance to see the whale shark. You can do 2 trips. So we were in the boat, went on the boat, got up early in the morning, 5 o'clock something. Of course, I could not eat anything. And then we went on the boat, and the boat was bumpy in the choppy ocean, bumpy, and oh gosh, it was very, 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 very hard experience for me. And sometimes the guide said, "Oh, there is whale, come down." The whole day we were waiting and never seen it. And then he said, "There is whale, go down." And we went down, and there is no. So the first day passed, and there was no whale, so we didn't see. And at the end of the day, I said, "Okay, I'll get over this day. I will never do this sailing again." And my family felt, oh, that was not worth the money. We want to see the second time. Oh my gosh. So we stayed 2 days later, and we had to stay because the second time to see, they do not have it every day. So we waited a couple of days in the middle of nowhere, actually. It's quite in our camper van. And we went the second time, and it was still a choppy ocean with huge waves. It was so hard for me. And there was no whale, there was no. And in the afternoon, suddenly, they told us, "Oh, go down." So my husband and my elder son went down to see it. And then they came up, because everyone has a chance. Everyone goes down for 1 minute or 2 minutes. So I went down. Oh, the whole ocean, salty water came to me, and I didn't see anything. I almost went up. Just at this time, I heard. I saw some. Can you imagine a huge, beautiful whale shark? And it was huge, and there were also the small fish under it. And I did not understand what it is. Was that their little cleaner, or their by ship that taking a free ride? Anyway, I saw huge shark, huge. It's as big as 2 buses or 3 buses. So beautiful, so beautiful. It was cruising like it's just graceful, elegant, beautiful. Oh, that's me. You can see my feet. And it was just so beautiful. I was very, very happy that finally I could see this beautiful shark. It was the experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. And it gave me a bragging right. My family said, you can brag it about it for 2 weeks. Actually, 5 years later, 10 years later, I was still bragging about it. It was so beautiful. Maybe I will do this story in another time and let you know this experience. I wrote down my journal about this experience, and it was all the pain. It is worth all the pain I had experienced for getting the PhD degree, for taking the test, for diving in the cold Sydney winter water, and it was everything. Anyway, such a wonderful experience. Okay, now we come back. So this is the kitchen, and it's always fun to see something new. And definitely I do not have any need to shop anything. I went there just for relaxation. It's kind of my way of rewinding to see something new and different. It does not necessarily have to be beautiful. It does not have to be pretty. It does not have to be expensive. It does not have to be luxury. It does not even have to be function. You just look at new things, and you can make your own critic. This is right, this is wrong, what is right, what is wrong, why the shop is like this is a good design, this is not a good design. If I do what I will do to make it different. That's the place my boys used to be playing with these bowls, swimming in the bowls. we put our kids there and then go to shop. Yeah, when we were in Australia, and when we came back from Australia, we did some shopping there to get our family set. Anyway, all these beautiful, wonderful experience and lovely memories. Life is composed of these teeny tiny small things, and I wish you a happy evening. I love you. I really do. Bye bye, friends.